As we get into producing a presentation, a transition is the movement of one slide off the screen and the appearance of the next one on the screen by using a variety of effects. I've started us in the slide sorter view of the presentation. To set transitions between the slides, I will click on the Transitions tab. And within the Transition to the Slide group here, there are a number of options already available to us. I'm going to click on the drop-down to access the full gallery, and I'm going to apply the checkerboard effect. It gives me a preview of this effect. Over here in the effect options, I could decide that I want to change the checkerboard to go from top to bottom, or I can put it back to from left to right. I can also edit the duration of the transition effect over in the timing group. Right now it's set at 2.5 seconds for the effect to take place. I could reduce that down to 1 second and do a preview. There, a much quicker transition effect. We can also select in the timing group what will trigger the transition. Either when I click the mouse during my presentation, or in the second option, after a particular length of time. And I can determine how long I want the slide to be showing before it advances. I'm just going to leave it on the mouse click. If we go over and look at the slide that we've been working with, slide 1, underneath there is a flying star symbol. That tells us that there's a transition that's been applied to this slide. Finally, I can apply this transition effect to all of my slides. Over in the timing group, apply to all. And now there's that flying star symbol under all of our slides. They're all going to transition with that checkerboard effect. Note that you can go ahead and you could edit the transition on a particular slide. For example, for this slide, I'm going to change it so that rather than it advancing on a mouse click, it will advance after 5 seconds automatically. And it's the only slide that does show that 5-second advanced slide edit that we've applied to it. So there's a number of transitions and timings that we can apply as we produce our presentation. So we can apply different transitions and timing to affect the look of our presentation. In some presentations, it's useful to reveal or show a bulleted item or object on a slide independently for a particular effect. This technique is called animation. Let's animate the text and clip art on this slide here. I'm going to click on the Animations tab. I'm also going to open the animation pane. It's not necessary, but it will help us see what's happening as we apply animation. I'm going to select the item to be animated, our clip art, and then within the animation group, I'm going to hover over some of our animation options. It will give me a preview of that animation. I could scroll through the available animations, or I could click on the drop down and that will show me the full gallery of animations. I'm going to apply Fly In. It gave me a quick preview there of my animation. Within the animation pane, I can always click on Play for a preview. Now let's animate the bulleted text. So I'm going to go over into our slide, going to select the first bullet, and I'm going to apply Fade. I'm going to apply animation to each bullet so that each bullet will appear independently. Notice in the slide that each animation is numbered 1 through 4 here. They're also numbered in the animation pane over here. That shows the order that these animations will happen. In the animation pane, we can select a particular animation and then we can edit it with some of the options in the timing group. I can reorder the animation. Notice that what has changed is the order of the animation, not really the order of the bullets as they appear on the slide. I'm just going to move that back up. We can also change how the animation starts. The default here is on click. So what that means is during my PowerPoint presentation show, when I click the mouse, the animation happens. Another option is to start with the previous. That means that this item here, the animation starts at the same time as the previous item. I'll click play to give us a preview. So both this bullet and this clip art, they were animated at the same time. I'm going to select after previous, and what that does is that makes the animations occur consecutively. And this is where I can add in some timing delay. I could say that after animation number 1 happens, I want this second animation to happen automatically, but I want a 1.5 second delay. I'm going to click play for preview. The fly in, wait a 1.5 seconds, and then the animation of this bullet here occurred. I'm going to turn this back to on click. Another option in the timing group is the duration of the animation. So I can select this first item, that's the clip art animation, and I can say I want it to fly in over the length of 2 seconds. That should really slow down the animation. Let's preview. Sure enough, the duration of that animation has slowed down. So the options are endless. Again, a tip for effective presentations is to keep it simple, but effective animation used right can be very useful in presentations.